Alright guys, TheAmigoBoys here, and today we're gonna do some showcase of this Winterbar build. I'm finally been able to have some time to record and stuff, so right now I'm just gonna show an Abyss map, a tier 15 map with elemental resist. I'm not so good at the Guardians, but the build should pretty well be capable of doing it, I hope. But there's probably some better builds out there for boss handling and such. But it has over 7k life, with pretty good DPS, I would say. If you look at the skill tree, it's the generic one from the build guide. Right now I'm level 75, so once I get 6 more skill points, or yeah, 5 more to level 100, I would grab these, and then the last point that I need, I would just remove the projectile damage from here and put it over here, so we will be totally defensive. Right now, just for this demonstration, I'll just be showing the DPS, so you don't really need to worry about the survivability, but I would probably recommend it just for general mapping and staying alive and such. But it's enfeeble as well as resists, but the DPS should still be pretty good, so I hope it's not gonna be too bad. Yeah, as you can see, we are still wrecking everything. This is of course in standard with legacy gear, so bear that in mind. But in temp league you should still be able to do over half the DPS as I do right now, so it's not going to be that much of a difference. Some items you would just like, for example, I have legacy face breakers. You would just put some plus elemental weakness on hit or +1 melee arrows instead. The crit multi would drop a little bit, but it would still be good enough. Or maybe even some rare gloves with life, so you could push 8k life if you have rare gloves and rare boots as well. Alright, we got a springs map.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And the resists can be really hard to like acquire on this build. So what I'd recommend doing is getting as much resist as you can on the jewels, because there aren't going to be that many stats that affect like elemental PoE builds anyways. Only really projectile damage, and since we are split between cold and lightning, you can't really like get one element. It's only going to benefit half of the time. So if you can get resist on jewels, that would help a lot, and that's what I pretty much did. Like resist, life, and then just attack speed with bows or something like that should be. Is this the arena? No, it's not. Oh. Then we're just gonna go up here. And since we're using chaos, the thing is that we don't have a single target setup, so either we will need to swap our gems out for single target, or if you can afford it, get a second 6-link bow. So you can put in your weapon swap and just swap out the weapon like that. But bear in mind you will need both, like 2 bows and 2 quivers as well. So if you have like a legacy wind river like me, you probably won't be able to do it unless you're really rich, because like they go for 50x plus as well. If you want the quiver with +1 to 2 maximum arrow, you kind of want that on both your weapon setups as well. So oh, there's a but because of the ripple quiver and the fork, we pretty much clear the whole screen all the time, which makes it pretty safe. And this is even with like point blank, but you can see we still do well over enough damage to kill the stuff that's off screen. And bear in mind this is with enfeeble and resist as well, like +40 elemental resist. Right, we're just gonna go straight into here. We just say thank you, and yeah, we should be able to survive really. that was pretty easy. We could probably have killed him twice as fast if he didn't have the resist, but and enfeeble. But yeah, that's basically just a quick map showcase. And if you'd like to see the gear, I will just hover over it really quick, and you can just post a video if you'd like to know more, or check out the guide down below. But first we have the Wind Ripper, the legacy one, of course. You can do it with a normal Wind Ripper. The only thing that's going to change is the crit chance, so it's maybe going to be around at maximum 10% less damage, but apart from that, it's a pretty good choice as well. The helmet is just a rare one. You would, if you could get resist, you'd probably want Staconia's head, but I couldn't, so I just have a rare helmet with a lot of resist and life. Then I have a legacy amulet. Just you can get pretty far with just a normal rare from a temp league or something, with a little bit lower crit multi but the same stats. Ideally you just want wed as well, or life, but I didn't have that, so unfortunately. The quiver is a weak will quiver for the fork. On single target it doesn't really matter, so you could also swap in another quiver for more damage on single target if you want, but I'll just keep it on. And then I have two rings here with intelligence and life. That's pretty much what I went for, because we need a lot of intelligence. We don't get much from the tree when we're in the right side here, or else you would have to grab some of the intelligence nodes. Maybe the primal spirit. It will help you also with the flask charges, or grab the wisdom right here, because you'll be traveling through it anyways. Yeah, and the belt, it's one of my own crafts. It's really good, but you don't really need it. It gives me a lot of life. Basically what you just need is just something to cap your resists, and maybe even word if you can get that as well, and then as much life as you can get. The movement speed doesn't matter too much. Here I just have +1 to level up gems for a little bit more damage on our Herald and Wrath, but it's completely fine without it. You should just use a Melgaros if you're in Temp League, or rare gloves with a lot of life. If you can get 100 life on the gloves, that will transition into over 300 HP over here because of the increases from the tree, so it's gonna be really good to get as well. Then I have Dark Ray Vectors with +1 Frenzy Charge. If you don't have the corruption on them, I would not recommend using those boots. Then I would just use some rare boots instead, and that would also give you up to around 300 more life. So if you get a rare gloves and rare boots, you're already up to around maybe even 7.8k. And if you get another quiver for single target, you can be pushing 8k life pretty easily, and on the amulet as well. So yeah, that's basically all the gear. The flasks are just the Wing Tiles. This is not a legacy one, or I don't think so. Yeah, it is with the mana leech, but you can pretty easily cap your mana leech from this node anyways. Then you use a diamond flask. I use a silver flask, but if you want to be faster, you can also just use Quicksilver. It's completely fine. This one right here with reduced charges and movement speed. Then you use a Dying Sun for barrage projectiles. The tornado shot doesn't really matter, we are killing everything anyways. And then we use a Wise Oak. I kind of don't need a Wise Oak, and Exterior's Promise would actually be better in terms of path of building, but I used it just to cap my fire resist. But you don't need it. This one is just as good, and it's gonna give you leech as well, so it's probably even better. It gives you chaos resist. But yeah guys, that was basically it for the quick video, and I'll see you guys next time, and probably upload some more showcases of the build, because I finally have time to do it. So anyways guys, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time. Check out the guide down in the description. Bye bye.